Hey Nighthawks, here we are with lesson 30 for module 3, and our objective today is I will be able to solve division problems with a 0 in the dividend or with a 0 in the quotient. So your last lesson we were dividing, using that standard algorithm, using multiplication to check our answer. Today you're going to see what that all looks like when you have a 0 in your dividend. And really, it doesn't change your steps. Okay. You just have to make sure that you still divide into it, even though it's a 0, because if you don't, then your quotient is going to change because that 0 is kind of that placeholder. Just like if we had our place value chart and we didn't have any value in our tens, we still have to put that 0 there or else our number won't be read correctly. Okay. So here's what this is going to look like. And we're still going to be checking with multiplication today, so we can still practice there. But our first one is 804 divided by 4. So our dividend has a 0 in it. Okay, so we're going to see what that looks like, but we still do all of our steps. Okay, so our long division steps, it doesn't change. That's still going to be our steps. Okay, so 8 divided by 4. Well, I know that 4 times 2 gives me 8. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay. Multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now here comes that 0. We still bring it down. We still only do one at a time. So bring down my 0. If I have 0 divided by 4, well, I can't make any groups of 4, right? I don't have anything to make. So 0 divided by 4 is 0. Okay, 4 times 0, 0. You subtract 0. So there's lots of zeros, but it's important because what it's going to do now is it's going to put my answer to my ones in my ones place. And if I didn't do that, I would read this number incorrectly. Okay, so 4 divided by 4 is going to give me 1. Because if I have 4, I can only make one group of 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So my quotient is 201. And if I wouldn't have done that 0, I would have 21. See how incorrect that would be? We'd be off by hundreds. Okay, so now let's double check it with multiplication. So we're going to take 201 and multiply it by 4. So we take your quotient, multiply your divisor, and we should get 804. 4 times 4 is 4. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 2 is 8. 804. So we know we did our math correctly. So we still bring the zeros down. We still divide into 0, but we know it's going to be 0, right? But you still have to go through those steps or else you're going to get the incorrect quotient. Okay? So our next one, and make sure you're doing this with me. It sticks so much better when you do it with me. Okay, so our next one, we're going to have a 0 in our quotient. So we won't have a 0 in our dividend, but we will in our quotient. So let's see what this is going to look like. So we've got 4,218. And we're going to divide it by 3. Okay, so same steps. Our steps are the same. 4 divided by 3. Well, I can only make one group of 3 if I have 4. So 4 divided by 3 gives me 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Now I subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down my 2. One number at a time when you bring it down. How many groups of 3 can I make out of 12? Well, 12, I know 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4. Put 4 on my answer line. And then I multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract, I get 0. Bring down my 1. This is where that 0 in my quotient is going to come in, okay? So 1 divided by 3. If I have 1, can I make a group of 3? No, I can't. So 1 divided by 3 is 0. I can't make a group of 3. I can make 0 groups of 3. And then I just do my same steps. I multiply. 3 times 0 is 0. Subtract. Bring down. So now I have 18 I need to divide into. How many groups of 3 can I make out of 18? Well, you can use those basic facts, right? Well, I know that 3 times 5 is 15. So 3 times 6 gives me 18. So 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. 3 times 6, 18. No remainder. And then we're going to check it with multiplication. Make sure we did our math correctly. So if I have 1,406 as my quotient, I'm going to multiply that by my divisor, and I should get my dividend of 4,218. 1,406 multiplied by 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 gives me 4. 4,218, 4,218. So when you guys come to those and you're like, well, I can't, I only have 1. I need 3 to make 1 group. Well, then you just say, well, I can't. I can make 0 groups. You still have to put that 0 on the number line and go through the steps. Okay? All right, let's do another one. Okay, let's do another one with 0 in our dividend. So let's do 704 divided by 3. Okay? All right. If I have 7, how many groups of 3 can I make? 3, 6, 9. I can only make 2. So 7 divided by 3 gives me 2. 3 multiplied by 2 gives me 6. Subtract it. 7 minus 6 gives me 1. Bring down my 0. 10 divided by 3. How many groups of 3 can I make if I have 10? 3, 6, 9. So I can make 3 groups. So 10 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 3 gives me 9. Subtract it. 10 minus 9 leaves me with 1. Bring down my 4. How many groups of 3 can I make out of 14? You can skip count if you need to. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15's too many, so I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So 14 divided by 3 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And then we subtract. We have a remainder of 2. Okay, so this 0 was nice because I had some left over from my hundreds. So it turned it into 10 instead of just 0. So that one was a little bit easier. Didn't really seem to throw us off our steps. So now let's check with multiplication. 234. Multiply it by 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 1 gives me 10. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 gives me 7. And I need to add my remainder. So plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 704. 704. Guys, pros yet? I bet you're getting close. All right, we're going to do one more and then we'll call it a day. All right, here's our last one for today. So we don't have a 0 in our dividend, so we're going to have a 0 in our quotient, okay? So 3 627 divided by 3. We look at our first digit. It's larger than my divisor, so I can divide into it. 6 divided by 3. I know that 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 gives me 0. Bring down my 2. Here's where our 0 is going to come in. So if I have 2, I can't make a group of 3. But I still have to put the 0. I have to say, well, I can't make any, so it's 0. 2 divided by 3 is going to give me 0. 3 times 0 is 0. So really our 2 doesn't go away. We just save it. So we can bring it into our ones. And now we have 20, whoops, not 22, 27. How many groups of 3 can I make out of 27? Basic facts can help you out, right? Well, I know that 3 times 5 is 15, so it's going to be more than 5. 3 times 10 is 30. 27 is 3 less. And if we know that 3 times 9 is 27, then that's going to help us out. So we know that 3 times 9 will give us that 27 that we need. When we don't have a remainder. Let's check it with multiplication. We're going to take 209, which is our quotient, multiply it by our divisor of 3, and make sure we get that dividend of 627. So 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. 627, 627. Okay. All right, so you will still get your Google Slide practice sheets for this on Friday, and you can come back and watch the videos. Okay, you guys can come back and watch the videos. If you get stuck, come back and check them out. And if for some reason you can't, let me know and I will resend it to you. Okay, and we'll keep doing it in small groups as well. All right, Nighthawks. Good job today. Keep working hard. We'll see you soon.